Today we are doing pyramids and cones. Not sure exactly how they figured this out, but it turns out that a pyramid's volume is exactly 1/3 of a prism's volume that has the same base and height. Okay, I'll say it again. A pyramid's volume is exactly 1/3 of a prism's volume that has the same base and height. So if I have a prism, see if I can draw it the same. Yeah, about that. A prism with the same base and height, same base, same height, then this volume is going to be exactly 1/3 of this volume. So therefore, the formula for the volume of a prism is 1/3 base times height. Now the base for pyramids can be lots of things. If it's a rectangle or a square, you just do that times that, right? But if it's like a pentagonal pyramid or whatever, you just got to do different things. And a cone is, technically a pyramid is a type of cone by the book's definition. Does anybody want to guess what's going to happen for a cone?
1/3 pi r squared.
Alright. Like yesterday we did cylinders with pi r squared h, right? So, just like the pyramids are 1/3 of the prisms, rectangular prisms, then the cones are 1/3 of the cylinder. So the cylinder, we did yesterday, pi r squared h. So on a cone though, it's only going to be 1/3 of that. So that would be your volume of a cone. So it's kind of like what we've been doing the past couple days, just kind of to divide. What's the easiest way to do 1/3 of a number? Divide by 3 probably. You can put times 1/3. That's the same thing as dividing by 3. It's probably easier to plug that in. Alright, let me turn the screen on.
What page is
You
it?
read yesterday?
477.
No,
It was Wednesday, we'll grade it tomorrow. Yeah.
Alright,
I did not. I scraped you.
Everybody here?
except,
Carol,
It's like 2 pages. Does not look.
oh look.
Hey. Don't hit me. Ow. You're destroying my notebook. You hit me with it. Keep me on track.
that's not okay with his hand like this. I really don't care.
Okay. What about that?
I love that you guys' first instincts to fight each other is to pull hair.
Not even when girls fight.
When girls fight, they like, it's like fist first hit later. Because they have a level of respect for the hair. It's like, hair is messed up now. They attack the hair first.
Not much to grab up there.
Yeah, there's not a lot to grab, but with girls, it's like
1 through 22.
With girls, you can
kind
yank
of
them to the
how
ground.
their hair's long.
1 through 14.
Grab the end of
Okay.
the hair.
Number 1. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Let's start 1 through 14. Josie, on number 1, how can we find the area of the base? Let's start with that.
It's a square.
It's a square.
6 is half.
6 is half the base.
Oh, it's 12.
So, what's the area of the base, Josie?
What? It's 12 times 12.
12 times 12. Okay, that'll give us the base. So, that's that part. The height they just tell us was 14. And what am I, so that's base times height. What am I missing?
Divided by 2.
Divide by 3. What'd you get?
I got 670.
672. Units cubed. 3. So number 2 is never mind. Number 2 looks like a pentagonal base. How could we find the area of the base on number 2? 1/2 apothem perimeter. You guys remember that one? So, okay, number 3. Let's see, Selena, how do I find the area of the circular base on that number 3?
Of the, like, just the base?
Yeah. How do you find the area of the circle?
Like, pi squared,
So, what's the radius?
17.
So it's 17 squared. I guess we'll do like yesterday and not put pi in unless we have to, like subtract it or something, which we don't on number 3. So I'm just gonna leave pi on. So that's the base times the height was 35. What am I forgetting? Divide by 3.
Would be pi over 3.
I guess you could write that. The book put 3,371 2/3 pi. That's what the book got. Okay, 5's kind of weird looking. What's the shape of the base on number 5?
Like trapezoid.
Trapezoid. What's the area formula for trapezoids?
Base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times.
Right, average of the bases times the height. So what are the bases? 27 and 41, and the height of the trapezoid is 32. So 27, 41, and the height is 32. That just gives you the trapezoid base.
Times height.
Then you do that times the height of the pyramid
That's a big number.
is 9, and then you do that
Divided by
divide by 3. You can kind of do this ahead of time, like 9 divided by 3 is 3, but that's okay, it doesn't matter.
3 times 32 is 96, so it's 96 times whatever the end is.
Sure. Okay, so that's, 68 divided by 2 is 34, 34 times 96, whatever that is. Apparently, it's 3,264, that's what they got.
What did they get? 3264. Do we need to put the units cubed?
Units cubed.
I did something really wrong then. Because I got a number is not bigger than that.
Did you divide?
Did you, okay, if you put a division sign right here, it's gonna be wrong. Okay, do you know why? Because a division bar is not the same thing as a division sign.
Yeah, I did it all separately.
Okay, well, that should work then. If you wanna plug it in all at once, you don't really need, you can put parentheses around the plus stuff.
I don't know what I did.
What's the apothem formula? Like the one for
1/2 apothem perimeter. Yeah, you need that for 2, 4,
Somehow
and
though, I got
6.
53,000.
For some reason, all the evens are the apothem ones. What?
Somehow though, I got 52,136 and it looks like I did everything right.
Let me see your calculator.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I put in the wrong number. Or I think I timed
Where does
27
it start at? 27 times?
I think I timed
Yeah.
27 or 40.
We did. Okay, 2, 4, and 6 are all 1/2 apothem perimeter for the base. Maybe we should set up one just for practice. Let's set up 2, I guess they're all the same. So number 2, you do 1/2 apothem, the apothem is 7, times perimeter. Looks like, how many sides? That's a pentagon, so it's 10.2 times 5 would be the perimeter. You don't really need parentheses here because everything's just multiplied together. I just put it because I'm showing that's a way of showing this is the perimeter. But order multiplication doesn't matter, so if everything's multiplied. Do that times the height of the pyramid and then that divided by 3. So that is what number 2 would look like. 1/2 apothem perimeter times height times 1/3. Okay, number 7. The base of a pyramid is a rhombus with diagonals equal to 24 and 29 inches. Do we remember the rhombus trick yet with diagonals?
Isn't it like diagonal, something diagonal, and then it's like a times a half?
Diagonal times diagonal divided by 2, or 1/2 times diagonal, yes. Diagonal times diagonal divided by 2. So, it says 24 and 29. So it's 1/2 times 24, which would be like 12, times 29 times the height of the pyramid, which they told us was 35. And because it's a pyramid, we have to divide our answer by 3. So this would give us number 7. Which is, they actually, since it's an actual problem, they gave us inches cubed. Okay, number 9, there's nothing special about these in the A section. They're just kind of like 1 through 6 without a picture. I'm just telling us. Find the volume of a pyramid that has a square base with sides measuring 18 and altitude height measuring 25. So, by 18 by 25 is the height. There. So, what do we do?
18 times 18 times 25 divided by 3.
Yeah, that one's kind of straightforward, isn't it? 18 times 18 for the base, times 25 for the height, divided by 3 because it's a pyramid. That is in centimeters.
What number are we going to?
14.
14.
14. Alright, so we made it to the B section. Congratulations. Number 11, a cone sits point down in a cube. There it is in the picture. Beautiful. The base of the cone is inscribed in the base of the cube. That means it's tangent. The sides of the square are tangent to the circle. If the cube has a volume of 729 cubic inches, what is the height, radius, and volume of the cone? Oh boy. Tough one, Anthony. Yeah. What's the relationship between the volume of a cube and the volume of a cone with the same dimensions?
Between a cone and a
Oh, wait. Never mind. Yeah.
be a third of
The diameter is the same.
Well, never mind. I was thinking about pyramid, so that didn't work. Let's see, what does it tell us? Okay. So, how do I find the volume of a cube? Let's start with that.
base times height.
Well, easier than that. If it's a cube, what's special about a cube?
All times height equal.
All the side, like it's side times side times side. Side cubed equals the volume, right? one side cubed will equal the volume, because a cube has all equal sides. So s cubed equals 729. So the question is, how do I find s?
Cube.
Square root and.
Well, it's not, yeah, it's called a cube root. Like, what cube equals that? So in your calculators, I don't know, have we do this in Algebra 1 or not?
Mine has.
Yeah.
Did we do that?
We did.
Yeah.
We did? Okay. You guys remember how to put it in the calculator?
Yeah. There's a button for it. There's a fancy button.
There's a fancy button somewhere in the calculator. If you have a graphing calculator, it's in the math menu.
I did it.
Mine has a special button.
Everybody has a special button.
Number 10.
Mine do have more special.
Mine's special word.
Huh?
On number 10, do the pyramid and the
No,
cone
but
have
I
the same
got mine
height?
first and special word.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't read it. Circular. Oh, let's come back to it. All right. What was it 9? Okay. And what did 9 tell us again?
The side. The edge.
Yeah, how long the edge of the cube is. Okay, if the edge of the cube is 9, what does that tell me about the cone? The diameter of the cone is 9. So what is the radius of the cone?
9 divided by 2 is
4.5. Okay, now we got something that can help us find the volume. What's the height of the cone? I guess we should say that too. Okay, so now we got something to help us find the volume. I kind of forgot what the question was. What is the height? Okay, we answered the first two already. The height is 9 inches, I guess. The radius is 4.5 inches, and we're supposed to also find the volume of the cone. So, radius squared times pi times the height, and don't forget, divide by 3. And you can leave pi alone again, or multiply it out. I don't really care on that one.
So we don't have to mess with them.
If you don't put it in the calculator, you need to write it down on the answer. Okay, number 13, the area of triangle FED, so that would be the big triangle on the bottom there, is 27 square centimeters. The area ABC, triangle ABC, up above, is 3 square centimeters. Find the volume of the three-dimensional figure ABCDEF. Okay, do you see what they're talking about? Don't make me draw it because that'll take me forever. So it's it's like the bottom half of the pyramid, right? Or bottom 3/4 of the pyramid or whatever. So how can we find just the volume of the bottom part?
Find the whole thing and you find the volume of the top part and you subtract it.
Right. So yeah, the plan is, so it's kind of like you cut the top part off, right? And that gives you the bottom part. So we're going to find the volume of the entire thing, find the volume of the little cap on top, and take it, subtract the two. And that will leave us with just the volume of the bottom. So, what do we know? Let's start with the big one. What's the volume of the whole thing? They just tell us in the problem that the area of the base for the whole thing is 27. So how do I find the volume for the whole thing?
27 times 12.
Close.
Well, okay, 27 times 18.
Okay, getting closer. Still something you're forgetting.
Is what it's divided by.
Divide by 3. Okay, so yeah, 27 times 18, that's how tall it is. 27 times 18 divided by 3. That gives us the big,
162.
what was it?
160.
That's the big pyramid. And then we gotta cut the top off. And the top is just 3 on the base, and then 6 is the height. So 3 times 6 divided by 3. I don't think we need a calculator for that, do we? Maybe we do. I don't know.
6.
6, alright. That seems too tiny, doesn't it? Comparatively. Small compared to that. Anyway, and then subtract the difference, and we get 1, 5, 6. Is this inches, or what's going on here? Centimeters. Cute. And it looks to me like 14 is pretty identical. It's just the cone version of 13. Alright. Good luck, Godspeed.